Welcome back to Flavors of Health with Ebony Nutrition Consultants. My name is Fabiola Gaines, and I'm one of the founders at Ebony Nutrition, and I have with me my ride to die bestie, the stories I could tell.
Not today.
I love her like a sister, Roniece Weaver, who is also a co-founder at Ebony. How you doing today, girl?
I'm good, my sister.
Well, today we're going to talk about healthy eating for the summer with kids.
Oh, boy.
Kids.
That could be good or bad.
Well, we're hoping it'll be good. Parents, we know when school is out, our food bill goes through the roof. And back when my kids were younger, the food bills were a little bit lower, the food cost was a little bit lower, but they ate me out of house and home. So we're hoping to give you some tips as to how to feed them, but also save money with your food costs.
That's important.
Because I tell you, summertime is not a good time for feeding kids. So today we have some suggestions. Roniece, what did CJ and Candace do during the summer?
They ate me out of house and home. And now I got a soon-to-be 3-year-old. And what I've learned quickly, because I've been out of the motherhood stage, I have to put all the healthy things in the bottom of the refrigerator, because that little lady opens up the refrigerator and then she'll go into the freezer and say, I want a popsicle. I'm like, a popsicle, and she knows where every flavor is. So I have to hide the popsicles and put fruit in the bottom of the refrigerator to get her to eat apples and oranges and grapes. So I have to now at my age, outsmart a 3-year-old.
I'm telling you, I have 2 grandsons who are a lot older, but I have a snack box in my pantry. And I put as many healthy alternatives as possible in there. And what I have for them, they eat at my house, but they don't eat at their house. Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
But we have some suggestions for snacks here. And what I've come up with, and I feel it's similar to my snack box, but it's on an individual basis. If you have more than one child, even if you have one child in your household, it's important to put the snacks that you feel that are healthy for them in one area. So what I did, I went to the Dollar Tree and got a shoebox, a plastic shoebox.
Yeah, everybody got a shoebox. We could do that.
We could do it.
$1.
No.
$1.25.
Used to be $1. But what I suggest is that you give your child, teenager, 2 snacks a day. And you put the snacks in this shoebox for the whole week. For example, if you're giving them 2 snacks a day, you put 10 snacks in this shoebox.
That makes sense.
And what I've done, I've added granola bars. I've even added cookies, because kids like sweet stuff. And you have these 100-pack cookies that you can purchase, Ship Ahoy, vanilla wafers, animal crackers, that you can put in their box as part of that snack for that day. So you put all 10 in the box, and then you cover it up and put their name on it. So this is Charlie's snack box. Kendrick has his own snack box. And you tell them 2 snacks a day. I have canned fruit in here, and I mean, it's a variety of foods in this box. Popcorn, where they pop in the microwave, just a variety. Now, if that child get to Wednesday and this box is empty,
we got a problem.
We have a big problem, don't we? They're going to say, Mom, Dad, I don't have any more snacks. Mom and Dad should say, I put enough snacks in this box to last a week. Well, what am I supposed to eat? You turn to that fruit bowl. There you go, son, daughter. eat you some fruit, because this box will not be refilled until Sunday night, getting ready for Monday. So what it'll do, it'll teach them to portion out their snacks.
That's incredible.
And not eat all of it at one time. Also, it saves you on money, because you're not spending in the middle of the week going back to the store to get more snacks.
Now, I would leave them at home. Don't bring them to the grocery store, because that's when they show out.
Oh, child.
KK showed out when I went down the yogurt aisle, and I'm looking for the low-sugar yogurt, and she wanted Spider-Man. Spider-Man. And I said, boy, I got to buy Spider-Man, because she just showed out in the store on me.
Well, another thing you're going to need to do as parents, once you buy the snacks, if you have extra, you're going to need to hide them. You can't put them in the pantry or on a shelf in the kitchen, because they're going to find it. And it defeats the whole purpose of portioning out their snacks. This is just for snacks. Also, I have some baked Cheetos here. Baked Cheetos are better than regular Cheetos. It's lower in fat, they're lower in salt. So this is another snack alternative. I also have these little snack packs. They come with cheese and nuts. They're a good source of protein, and they give them energy as they play and do the things they do during the day.
Now, we can make our own snack packs, correct?
You sure can.
So, but how much are we going to put in these snack bags? You need snack bags and snacks, but what's the recommended amount?
All right, so for a parent, measuring out their nuts is what fits in your hand. What falls on the table does not belong to them.
Oh, Lord.
Just what fits in the curve of your hand. Also, if you want to buy pre-cut cheese, you want to fit that in your hand, right in this area. No more than 2 ounces. If you get the cheese squares, there are 2 is a serving for the snacks.
Y'all heard Fab. She said 2.
2, that's it. Now, one thing I want to bring up also for parents to do is start meal planning. Because the kids, if they're home, they might be coming home during lunchtime. So what do you give a kid for lunch? So you need a meal plan and make selections and have them help you.
Right. The kids need to get in the kitchen and cook with you, and it's simple stuff. We don't want to find Orange County fire trucks in your yard. We don't want them to burn the house down, but we certainly want them to be proactive and learn how to do something simple, and also maybe even get a set of knives that are child-friendly knives, so they can cut their apples or peel their fruit, and we won't have to be in the emergency room.
Well, you know, and what we are finding as children and young adults help with meal prep, they tend to eat better. They eat what they prep. So let's say, for example, for lunch, we always have sandwiches. But what about a salad with a boiled egg and some chopped chicken? I always ask people, what do you do with leftover rotisserie chicken other than making chicken salad or putting it in soup? You chop it up, put it in the freezer, and you can use that chopped chicken, for the kids to put in their salads. And just look for a good salad dressing. We know kids like ranch. Just try to find a nice tasting light ranch dressing for them to put on their salads.
But we might need to pour the dressing and pre-pour it so they will understand what 2 tablespoons.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah, because they'll pour that whole bottle out, swimming in ranch.
That let us be swimming. But we just want parents to understand that we truly understand that your food costs are a vital part of your budget in a regular day, but during the summer days, they just go through the roof. And we are trying to hopefully give you some suggestions as to keep those costs down. I know a parent out there is saying, I'll just buy some Lunchables.
Man,
Ooh, my goodness.
that's too much money. Make it yourself and save some money.
I'm telling you, those Lunchables are not good. I hope we don't have a contract with...
No, not right now. Also, I mean, when I talked earlier about the popsicles, you can make your own popsicles with fruit juices, so they won't have all that extra sugar. When they come home, you want to know why they bouncing off the walls and going just plumb crazy, because they've overloaded themselves with a lot of high empty calorie foods. So the flavor ices, let's make your own popsicle or buy the popsicles that are lower in sugar. And my KK, when I feel good about what she's doing, because she gets a popsicle for herself and a popsicle for Big Daddy, which is her granddaddy. And they both sit there and eat a fruit bar together.
When my kids were coming up, kids always like to go down the chip aisle. And that chip aisle will kill you as far as cost. So what I would tell them in teaching them how to read labels, I would tell them, find me a snack or chip that has 10 grams of fat per serving. I showed them what a serving size was. I said 10 grams. Boy, they would take off running because they knew they were going to be able to find all these chips.
Psych.
That has 10 grams. And
Psych.
And they said, all we could find is pretzels. I said, well, if that's all you can find, that's what we have to put in the grocery basket. To this day, my kids eat pretzels.
That's a great way to teach children how to read food labels.
Read food labels because they need to understand the correlation between food and health at a young age.
We had this one little kid come into the office, and he was talking about chips and eating wings with the tortilla chips. And he said the big family style bag lasted only 2 days. And I said, well, how many people in the house? He said, me and Ma. I'm like, it's just the two of y'all? I said, I need to talk to your mama and you together, because he overate. The snack amounts for just chips alone is 10 to 12 pieces. But for a kid to sit there and watch TV and watch more TV and snacking, those big bags get you in trouble. So that's why we want smaller bags. Or you could buy the big bag, but put it in snack packs where you design it and control the calories that your children are eating. Childhood obesity is real, y'all. And we are seeing our children with old people diseases. How are we going to fix that?
I like the example that you did with a group of kids where you took a 32-ounce bag of tortilla chips and you told them it's supposed to be 20 chips per for the number of servings in the bag.
They challenged me on that.
They did. And when you counted out those chips and gave it to them, and it was not a small amount of chips. But when they think of 21, they think of, oh, that's not a lot. But when you actually visibly showed them that this is what 21 chips look like, they're like, oh, that's not bad.
It's called mindful eating, as opposed to just unconsciously. You might even be eating the right thing, but you could still unconsciously eat the whole thing. And it's designed to share amongst everyone in the house.
Keep some fruit in your house.
Yes.
Berries, strawberries, blueberries, blackberries. Keep them in the refrigerator. Keep a bowl of fruit and tell them this is a free food for you. So when they run out of their little snacks in their little box,
run to that little fruit right there.
Run to that fruit.
Yeah, hydration is key with this.
And they're getting fresh fruit. They're getting fiber that will help with their bowels and give them the vitamins and minerals they really, really need. So keep a bowl of fruit, keep some berries in the refrigerator, and hey, tell them This is it when they run out of those snacks. I wish I had cameras in some of these houses if the parents would
Hey,
try
let's make
that.
a TV show out of that.
I would be laughing my behind off at the kid like, Mama, are you serious? Are you serious? No, that's your. So what they'll start doing is protecting their snack bag, because if they have packs, if they have siblings in the house, they can sneak in there and get their snacks when they run out of snacks. So be sure to put their names on them. And so they know this is Charlie's, this is Kendrick. So everyone will have their own
I see
snack.
Kendrick right now with his snack pack.
You know, Kendrick would be Kendrick would be sneaking Charlie's out of his container. But parents, be aware of what your kids are eating. When they start school again, look at the menus and question your kids. It gets back to family time, eating at the table. Ask the kids what they had for lunch. Ask them what they had for breakfast.
You would be surprised they're not eating lunch or breakfast at school.
They're not. And you're paying money for them to consume these foods at school. Question them about it, because school food lunch is good for them. It has the vitamins and minerals that they need in order to grow. And you want them to consume as much of that food as possible, because there's something on that tray that they will eat.
Right.
You can't tell me they throw the whole tray away.
And parents got to lead by example.
That's true.
Our parents are not all doing the right thing.
That's true.
And so especially the teenagers, they see mom and dad eat like it's the end of the world, and they got to get that last supper in. And then they want to eat the last supper. And it's not portion controlled at all.
And then we don't want our kids to end up with the diseases that we have and that we're fighting against when they're young.
Can you imagine a child with diabetes and you're restricting and monitoring everything that goes down their throat because you're concerned about their blood sugar? And it's not healthy for them.
It's not. And so, but the parents have the option to control that, especially as they grocery shop. Don't let the kids influence you getting Frosted Flakes.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty sad when you see the entire family, mama, daddy, sister, brother, grandma, uncle, they all got diabetes. Something's not adding up.
So it's real important that we look at our family dynamics as far as their meal planning and what they're eating, what you're buying at the grocery stores. And it's so important that we keep that in mind because we want our kids to be healthier than us.
Right.
And in order for that to happen, you have to take charge of it as parents.
Absolutely.
So, Roniece, when your granddaughter asks you for those popsicles, and my grandsons ask me for them cookies, we're going to say, you can have 5 cookies, and you're going to say,
one popsicle.
So we want to thank you so much for joining us with the Flavors of Health. As we do this series, we want you to pass it on to your friends. Go to our website, ebonynutrition.org, and I'll spell Ebony for you, HEBNI, nutrition.org, and look at all the activities and all the recipes and all the health information we have on our website, and give us a call if you have any questions.
We're here to serve.
We are here to serve. You're right, Roniece. And to my bestie of the best, I love you, and I enjoy working with you,
Love you
and
too,
all
sis.
the staff at Ebony. But please give us a ring if you have any questions, and go to our website, and we will call you back, right?
We will.
Talk to you later.
See you next time.